So
We're
with
not
that,
Vietnam.
after 3 weeks, and we're all out of practice. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Football Boot Hour here on the Boot Wizard YouTube channel with me, Boot Wizard, and of course, my co-host, as always, Andrew from the Lockhart Boot blog. We've been away for 3 weeks, which is the longest we have ever been away. We did plan to take 1 week off, which spiraled into 3 because of various things that happened, mainly with me. But yeah, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back with a big one. We are back with the Boot of the Year discussion, but this is not our Boots of the Year. We will probably mention those, of course, but basically, we've already done our lists. We already put them out. We had a nice Andrew's got a lovely blog out. I've got a lovely video out. So you can watch those. But we're going to talk about your boots of the year, what your favorite colorway was, what your favorite boot was. And we will finish up with literally the People's Choice boot of the year. And we've got some fun awards that you guys just made up and gave out, which are great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those.
Yeah, with all that in mind, Andrew, how you been? It's been, like you say, it's been a minute.
Yeah, all over the place.
Sorry, I'm blinding myself. Oh, that's better. That's better.
We are under at least about a meter of snow, meter and a half of snow. Yeah.
Okay. We are just in the middle of a storm, so it's just raining like hell.
Yeah. And the UK is getting snow, and y'all are just getting
rain. Same as usual, man.
Rain.
Same as usual.
Ireland. Ireland things.
Yeah, island things. Obviously, the chat is here, so welcome back, chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Justin has joined us.
Happy birthday, James.
It is indeed my birthday. That's right, guys. I love you all so very much that I even do podcasts on my birthday just for you. I've officially reached 40. I am 40 years old as of today.
Woo!
Yeah, I know, right? You're not too far behind me. You can feel it coming.
I am not too far behind.
Boot Maniac has joined us. Boot Haul, Proper Boots, Clippy's Collection. Got some 17 Mango boots also in the house. Another one of our members. Thank you very much to all of our members. A lot of members in here tonight. Front Post, David Hall. You are also very, very welcome. Also, for you members, just to mention that my very first review of these went up for members only today. So members can check out my Tiempo Maestro review. We'll probably talk about these a little bit.
Nice. Yeah.
So I suppose let's just jump back into the normal run of things, shall we? We've got new releases. Now, we've been away for 3 weeks. I have definitely missed some releases. I've just kind of compiled some key ones that we can take a look at.
Yeah, we should not.
Yeah, that seems to make sense. So I've compiled, I think, 5 different releases, and we'll go with that. And then, obviously, any pickups that we've had over that period of time, which is where we'll probably talk about these. And then we will get into your awards, finishing off with the People's Choice Boot of the Year. So let's have a look, shall we? Hold on. I'm as organized as usual. I'm going to pick it. I'm going to pick a button. That's a good button to pick. There we go. So this is the new Mizuno. How's it?
Azure Sky.
Azure Sky. Oh, fancy. It's Sky something. I knew there was Sky in there. So we've got a really quite nice, obviously, sky blue pack colorway. Both the Alpha and basically everything else, pretty much, isn't it? Apart from there's no Morelia.
Yet. We'll get a Morelia too.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I suppose I have 2 questions for you. The first one being, what do you think of the pack? And the other one being, because we haven't really spoken about this too much, aside from on the comments of my video, what are your thoughts on the Alpha 3?
Yeah. The pack looks good. I like that shade of blue.
I like that shade of blue.
It's different.
Well.
It's different.
Yeah, you don't get that very often.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was literally just agreeing.
Oh, yeah. The Alpha 3, like, it's way softer It's
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't even
true.
tried these on yet. I wanted to do an unboxing first, but I haven't gotten around to doing that because it's been holidays. So watching a kid every day, you don't have time for stuff.
No,
Um,
no, you do not.
and plus, I got more work done on my toe last night or yesterday, so that was fun. Yeah. But it feels very nice. They're Yeah, Mizuno's a weird company in a lot of ways. I did order this blue one in the Elite because we didn't have the Elite offering in this.
Yep,
So I
exactly.
ordered the Elite as well, so I can do a comparison. And well, those should be in Monday or Tuesday. So
Nice.
um, I I'll do a couple of videos, I think, because I need about a week for my toe to kind of like fix itself, I guess.
Yes, yes, fair enough.
But yeah, I think the boots are good overall. I don't get the Vapor 13 comparisons, honestly, because one, this is actually a good boot and the Vapor 13 wasn't. But two, like it's I don't know. I'm commenting this on your video. Like it seems like people want to will a new Vapor 13 into existence, and it's like just let it go.
Yeah, so I didn't make the comparison in my video, and the reason I didn't make the comparison in my video is because it's not there. Mm,
Yeah.
Now, I understand from maybe like a touch on the ball point of view, there's definitely like an upper texturing style that looks very
Yeah, yeah,
similar. So I can see why people would visually see it and immediately go Vapor 13. And I've said to a few people, you could kind of see a similarity in a little bit of kind of like touch on the ball. It's a similar kind of thickness. It's got a similar-ish texture to it. I can see that. But the boot, literally head to toe, the rest of the boot is different. The fit is different. The feel
yeah,
is different. The outsole's different. Like
yeah. It's
there's
got a good
nothing
fit.
else.
It's got a good
Yeah.
heel, like diametrically opposed to the Vapor 13.
Um, but yeah, there was. It just wasn't a comparison I wanted to make. I didn't even mention it because I was like, this isn't something that needs to be a discussion, in my opinion.
No, it
Um,
doesn't.
I think people did like obviously the Vapor 13 is well loved, unless your name is Andrew Lockhart, and the people just like you say. I think they want to will into existence a new Vapor 13. I would be interested to see if other people have like do genuinely have like a oh yeah this is a Vapor 13
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
kind of take.
Yeah, but as soon as I got it in hand, I was like, that's not a comparison that makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, me either. Like it's not one that I feel is correct to be making. But anyway, so I suppose we should go into our normal system. We should rank these. Let's get the old tier list up for the first time this year. So we got great, good, meh, bad, and really bloody awful for anybody who is new. So where would you like to place those?
Good.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're not
Yeah,
great, but they are good.
they're
Um,
good.
I will mention, obviously, you say you've got the elite coming in. I do also have an elite coming in, but it will be way later than yours, I would say, by the time it gets here.
Yeah.
Just because I
I
haven't
I
actually.
basically go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't actually like basically bought them yet, but I am getting them, and they are coming from Tokyo Football, so they're coming
Of
from
course.
Singapore or Japan, and obviously it's going to be a whole thing. He ships very quickly, but I'm potentially getting a colorway that hasn't released yet, so that's going to take a little longer too.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
So yeah.
I've gotta do this absolutely has to be the next review because views are down really bad for me.
Yeah, I've been posting slightly less,
Uh-huh.
because it's there's been craziness going on. It's the reason we didn't have
Yeah.
pods for a couple of weeks and such like. So I've been posting a little bit less. So I was in a similar boat. Obviously, the views are down. There's less people watching, but that's because I'm posting less. So when I came back, I very much went with the alpha as like my okay.
Yeah,
This is
smart.
what this is what we're going back to, and then the follow up to that this week will be the Tiempo, which is
Nice.
cool.
Perfect.
So we shall move on to the next.
Yeah, we talked about the alpha for 10 minutes.
We have, yeah. It's a classic podcast. So we have a new Copa Pure, which essentially they've changed the tongue, and that seems to be all they've done, really.
I made
Um,
the upper slightly stiffer, it seems.
yes, it sounds like it. Like obviously, I assume we're both getting the same information here from J Mike's
Jig
video.
Mike, yeah. Yeah, that
um,
like I've mentioned this several times. They should have killed the pure off and just given the icon too. And whether that's arrogance on Addy's part or just a complete misunderstanding of where the market is at right now, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird one to basically do very little with it, and just be like, "Yeah, here we go." Like, mm,
Again, the competition is way stiffer now.
well, the problem that they have it now is that Nike's no longer got a boot that nobody gives a rat's ass about. They've got a boot that
Yeah,
people are excited about. Obviously, it's not on sale yet, but all the reviews have been very positive. Everybody's talking very positively about it. So, like, what are you going to do? Just throw out the same thing again and hope that it's better. Obviously, Puma have got a much improved King. They've got that King kind of platinum remake that they did that's been received very well. So yeah,
it's wild how that in the space of one generation of boots, Addy has gone from, okay, obviously, if you want a good leather control boot, get an Addy boot for like something that's widely available to. What's the point?
see, here's an interesting one. Like again, we don't want to take up too much time on every single boot, otherwise we will be here all night. But for me, if you look at what was Addy's like 3 boot lineup, and now you compare it to like what everybody else has got. Addy has gone from like, oh, this is like really solid, like everybody's into this, to like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
we've now got. You could argue like obviously boot for boot. You could argue that Nike's now got a better lineup. I think New Balance always had the better at least 2 boot lineup. So you've got that in there. Sketches with the SKX2. Like there's a lot there that all of a sudden Addy's looking a little bit shaky just over the course of a few months of people bringing out new boots. A lot has changed in the market, I suppose, or in the perception of the market. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, where would you like to rank this one? Meh. Yeah, I think that is very very fair. Let's go with meh for that one. Okay, racking up the next one. What have we got here? Okay, so
Yes.
I threw this one, and obviously it's not a new boot, but beautiful, beautiful colorway. So the
Yeah.
Atlas Sakito Scudetta, which is basically red and yellow, and it is delightful.
It is gorgeous.
Is this one that you'd seen in advance? I know you'd seen a few beforehand. I did
I've
not.
forgotten. I've honestly forgotten.
I did not
I,
know this was coming.
I was telling, like, I've told several people this, and I tell my friends this all the time. They're like, "Can I tell you a secret?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Obviously, I'll keep your secret because I'll forget."
That's brilliant. I love that. But yeah, so
Yeah,
just
these
it's
are gorgeous.
just a new colorway, but absolutely gorgeous. I think it goes in
Yep.
good. I don't think like it's not like
Yeah, yeah,
Mr. Lulu we spoke about. That was great, but so I don't think it's quite there. But yeah, I think it's very good, very good. Sorry, one second. I have some late additions to the count coming in for the boot of the year, and I'm trying to add everybody as much as possible. There we go.
I don't, Justin, I don't think this is the one soccer.com showed early by mistake. The one they showed early by mistake is literally a colorway that had been canceled.
Yes, Jake confirmed that like that colorway was not going to be released, and Soccer.com messed up by even putting anything out there, basically. So yeah, that's the Soccer.com was one was it like a yellow or something? feel like it was a
No. It was like it had like a wooden look to the upper. It was like a brown,
okay.
a light brown toe box.
Fair enough. Let's move along to the next one. What else have we got? Okay, so like this was obviously a very limited drop from this week of the new Predator 26. There's only 60 pairs of these that were
Supposedly, I think there's more
supposedly.
than 60 pairs.
60 seems like an obscenely low number to be for Addy to put out
You
a
would
pair.
have to assume that would mean that like Japan got like 12 pairs
Yeah, maximum.
maximum.
Yeah, I did not even make an attempt to get these at all.
Forgot.
But
I forgot. And I was just like,
like,
60 at PDS is what Josh is saying. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense anyway.
I posted this on my story that some person had them up for like 1,000 quid here after buying them and that they didn't sell. They do seem to be extremely limited. I will say that because after that one listing, I've only seen one other listing for these for sale. And that was for like 300 quid.
Yeah, I would say they were very limited. I personally didn't have the funds really to be spending on a
Same.
boot. Like a lot of the
That-
stuff that I've got in over the last month, it looks like I've got a lot in, but everything has gone back out the door. With the exception of these, but I didn't pay for these. Mikey sent me
Yeah.
these. I sold my Alpha
It's,
today, so my Alpha 3 got sold today, and I barely
oh,
lost
wow.
it. I barely lost any money. I was like, yes,
That's good. Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Love that.
amazing.
I, the thing about this release is like you did a Predator in a box a few years ago with the Pred
Yes.
30, and those were a better boot and a better box and a better presentation. These have better details, I'd argue, but like,
Yeah,
at this point, like I'm just gonna say it outright. Don't buy these Preds.
that is
Can't
your
recommend them.
that yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm fully on the buy the Pro instead of the Elite train.
Actually review. We've got a Pro FT hard ground here. And I might actually review those because those seem absurd, especially for the money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so I actually think that it is a better boot, but that's a combination of the Pro being good and the Elite not being good. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like a meet in the middle
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, like they're just a very good option. And I would strongly recommend anybody who's looking at the Predator 26 to get the Pro instead of the
Get the
Elite. 'Cause
Pro.
the best thing about
Or
the
just
Elite is the outsole, and the Pro basically has the outsole. So
or I mean just get a bunch of Pred 25s.
yes, so much cheaper. They do look quite similar still, and there you get them on huge discounts. What
Yeah,
more could you possibly want?
I will say the new Soul Plate is genuinely a massive upgrade.
Huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. So yeah, for sure. Try the Pro if you do want to get them, or the
Yeah.
best thing is actually to get the previous generation Elite on some pretty huge sales right now. Yeah, so anyway, cool idea. Good?
Yeah, I'll put it in good. I think this
Yeah.
will probably be the only one that gets good this year.
Yeah, I kind of feel a bit like that. And speaking of, there we go. I knew that would be next. We got this, which was basically a regular retail version of that Pred, along
That
with
is
the
so
Trophy that we've
stupid.
spoken about. And then they've kind of pitched this F50 as like a new kind of like design, but they've just adjusted the graphics. They've not done anything. It's the same
Well,
boot.
they apparently slightly updated the upper,
Yeah,
but kept the stiffness
yeah,
because they said that's what their players like.
yeah. I think they're full of shit. Uh,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, but I am a renowned card carrying F50 hater at this point. Um, it's just not a boot that I have got on with at all. I was talking in the chat with Ricky about this recently, actually, and he was saying that he's tried a few, and a couple of them were actually okay, like softness wise, they weren't quite as stiff. And I listed off the 3 different pairs that I've had and I've tried, and he basically went, "Oh yeah, like though the 2 that I said were crazy stiff." He's like, "Yeah, they're like the worst 2 I've tried." So my colorway choices
Jeez.
have been fairly shocking, it seems. But yeah, I think as a pack, this one definitely is meh.
Yeah, it's meh.
Yeah, happy days. Cool. And let's fire along. I got one more, which I just threw this in because this released and we
Yeah.
hadn't spoken about it.
Yeah.
And I know it's a boot that we both really like. Obviously, we got the Spider version. Sorry, not the Spider version. The Unisport Gold
Unisport.
version.
Yeah.
So I was delighted that a lot of other people got their hands on this now. Well, yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else to add on these?
The chrome underneath the chrome, it looks like shit.
Yeah, and the chrome seems to come off so quickly.
It's so dumb. I was tempted to grab a pair of these because they sold out, and then they got restocked probably because people realized they couldn't flip them, is what it seems like.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
The amount of pairs available on resale sites dropped, and then suddenly these were back in stock at Soccer Shop Camo. So
Fair enough. That makes a
yeah,
lot of
I
sense.
do want another pair. I love playing in them, but I do not want to wear these out. Like I think the colorway overall is good, but yeah, the chrome finishing being crap is annoying.
Fairly terrible. Yeah, like David Hall here saying the blue soul plate has come off in every single playthrough that he's watched. And yeah, I think so too. Okay. Right. So that is that. And I suppose next we should get into some new releases.
Pickups.
Sorry, not new releases, pickups.
Pickups.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of practice. We've not done this for 3 weeks, and on top of that, part of the reason we haven't done this for 3 weeks is because a lot of stuff going on, and one of the things that's going on is making me a very, very tired boy.
Yeah. The fact you're awake is impressive.
It's a miracle, the fact that I am awake, to be honest. But what can you do? Anyway, pickups. What do you have, sir?
Well, I've got the King Ultimate
Nice.
HG.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's got a
Floating tongue.
tongue instead of the stupid whatever they're doing. Anyways, this is not as soft as the Mirai out of the box.
Okay.
It's still pretty soft. It is thicker in terms of like looks overall and everything. There's a lot of thickness around here, but it is very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. New Mirai, basically. Yeah. Yeah. So basically the midfoot is softer too. They've basically just made the entire boot softer, except for like the upper itself is not as soft, but like it's more comfortable. This is gonna be like, I haven't played in these yet, obviously, but this seems very much like if you just want a really comfortable ride with a nice touch, these are the way to go. And they've got an Ortholite and Ortherm insole, so the insole is pretty clever in that, like, when it's cold, it helps keep your feet warm, and when it's hot, it helps cool down your feet. So
Yeah. It's something that they do on their AGs and their MGs, and I think is really fantastic. And they're kind of like a little bit ahead of the competition there, and they don't really make a big deal out of it. I'm like, you need to make a bigger deal out of the fact that this is cool.
Yeah, they've got some. Puma's always been like that, though. They'll do some really cool and interesting ideas, and then not making a big enough song and dance about it.
Yeah, and then they'll
kill the technology and say, "Oh, nobody cared."
No, you didn't tell anybody.
You didn't care. So yeah, got those. Got the Alpha 3, obviously. This is way softer than the 2. Its toe box height is still too much, I think.
I agree.
But
it is.
And Go ahead.
I was going to say the fact that the upper is so much softer does mean that you don't end up with the dead space that you did before, but it is still it's just feeling wise, I think it's too tall.
This is too big of a gap.
Yeah, huge problem.
And I will tell you why. It's because Japanese players, on average, do not like having too much up here.
Because you told me
So
before, like some
even
of the problems I have with like the laces being too short, because Japanese players don't lace all the way to the top sometimes.
yeah. So even like on these, right? They've got the extra lace hole for a runner's loop, and some brands do that. But I know people who will take out this top lace hole right here, even,
Oh my God.
and they'll just lace them to here and put the knot there because they
Mm.
don't want the pressure on the top of their foot.
No,
This
thank
is
you.
really, really.
No, thank
So
you.
yeah, but yeah, these seem much better. The laces are still absolutely garbage, which is frustrating for a boot that's so expensive. But we'll see. And very lastly, I managed to pick these up for a hell of a deal, and I haven't cleaned them yet. They are still absolutely able to be played in. And again, I cannot believe I found these.
Holy how
Yeah,
Macari?
yeah, on Mercari.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that
Wow.
is. It is softer than I remember them being. Obviously, these are broken in, and yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
like
even so.
there's still some of the leather smell. Even as old and as dirty as these are, and as much as these need to be cleaned up, these are in amazing condition. Like there's no
Yeah,
peeling on
I
the
was gonna
heel.
say, like, that heel kind of isn't I was like a heel kind of coating isn't coming off, which is
Yeah.
huge.
So, but like basically, I can tell this guy wore them on hard ground. The studs are worn a bit, which
Yeah.
it's okay. There's still a lot of stud left. What I've noticed is some people will try and like sell their boots for cheap, and then you'll look at the sole plate and like the studs basically down to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're you know, I expected them to be heavy, yeah, but like these are in amazing condition, and I might even do like a little cleaning video and stuff on these, like of just me cleaning these because these are just superb. I've always loved the Dois, and I'm
It's
just
so
glad I was,
beautiful
yeah.
and so good.
The rubberized feeling on the heel is completely gone. So when these were new, there was very, very tacky heel, but yeah, and this is the best colorway for me in these. And it's also like the rarest. So
Yeah, you
y-
very rarely see that colorway.
yeah, I don't think the reason the insoles look new is because a lot of people here will take out the insoles of their shoes and put on aftermarket insoles. Like so many times I'll find a pair of boots I want to buy and like they're like, oh, it doesn't have the insoles. It's because like people just throw them out and use
Right.
their own.
So you even came with those. Killing it. Such a good pickup.
Yeah. These are like unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm so excited to get them cleaned up and everything.
Sweet. So good. So good. You've had a lovely time. Lovely time just picking
Yeah.
these wonderful new
Yeah.
things. That is very
Be
impressive.
lovely if I had a job, but
Oh dear. Sorry, one second. I'm just finishing up a couple of little bits here at the same time. In terms of my pickups, I did actually have two, but one of them I forgot, but I will get it when we get to some of the awards because they are um, pertinent. I did get a lot of stuff in since we've kind of last done the pod, but all
yeah.
I'm really bringing is these because these are obviously
Yeah.
the interesting thing to talk about. So obviously new Tiempo Maestro, and
Footloose, I swear to God, bro. I love you, buddy, but sorry.
no, you're all good. So a new Tiempo Maestro and a really nice boot. Really, really nice boot.
Mhm,
The Star is definitely the tech leather. Like this is the selling
mhm,
point. This is the whole reason to try the boot. Even if you're kind of unsure on the boot as a whole, the fact that the first tier takedown, the Pro is going to have this.
mm,
It's worth trying. It's literally worth trying for
yeah,
the upper.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, absolutely.
so like there might even be some people who will try the boot, be like, "Oh, I don't like this or I don't like that." I can't see anybody not liking the up. Like, it's really, really good. It is the best synthetic leather
Is
on
that
the
a
market.
challenge? Is that a challenge?
I'm saying, like,
No,
you,
no, no.
this is kind of what I mean.
No.
Like, you might dislike the boot. Like, I don't think you will, but like, you might. And people, they might not like the boot. They might not like the fit. They might not like, various things. But I really can't see anybody being like, "Oh, this tech leather is not fantastic."
Yeah, I have a feeling. So, like, just from the reviews and talking to people, talking to you, talking to J Mike and other people, Josh, soccer review for you, Josh, and stuff. Um, I think this is one of those, like these were for last year, like everything else this year is going to be compared to that tempo.
Yeah.
It's that good. And like, hey, Nike as a company is a giant pile of crap, but they do have they have magic in their designers' hands. So,
They do. They absolutely do. When they
so
get it right, they really do get it right.
and
This
just
will
another 12 days to wait to actually purchase them.
um this will have a heel you don't like. It's too wide. It's like I like, so I'm very positive on the
Oh,
boot in my review, and it's
uh-huh.
funny you're saying like obviously everything will be compared to it. My title and one of the first things I say in my video is literally, this could already be the 2026 boot of the year, and I haven't tried anything else yet. Like, it genuinely could be. But it does have probably two flaws. One is the heel is too wide. It just needs to be pinched in.
It looks very wide.
Yeah. So it's the same heel design they're using on everything at the moment, which means it's soft,
Uh-huh.
it's comfortable, you're not going to get any pressure points. It's that
Yeah,
cutout
yeah.
heel. It's great. But there's just not enough.
Zero
Like,
lockdown.
yeah, that's just not enough there. So that's like the biggest problem. And then the other problem is in the studs here. I find it's a little unbalanced to the rest of the boot, and I literally mean like unstable. It's it's not something you'll feel if you're on a softer ground. I am very much nitpicking, but I feel like that there's not quite the right balance in this area
If you
here.
put it on the table, does it rock slightly?
Yeah, like you
Okay.
get a tiny bit of.
I'm
It,
guessing
it's
I'm
just so much
guessing
higher than everything else. Like, I know
yeah.
they're always
I'm
usually longer, but it's kind of a bit extra. Like, yeah.
it's no, I'm saying side to side, not
Yeah, I know
front
what you
back,
mean. Yeah,
side
yeah,
to
yeah.
side.
Could
So
be my
is
table.
it easier to rock it inside than outside?
It's easier. It will rock, like, it will rock inside to out, so it will rock that way.
Okay. Huh.
So, but that could be my table. You don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't make a big deal out of that in the review at all. I just kind of mentioned it in passing. But yeah, the heel is a bit too wide. But other than that, I think it's really excellent. I think it's well balanced. I think that the sole plate matches the boot, which obviously is something that I love.
Yeah.
They've designed it. It feels like they've designed it really well, because they haven't just done, which a lot of companies seem to do, where they're like, "Oh, we'll put this like super snappy, responsive sole plate on everything." So they've got like, it's decent and responsive, and it's stable through the midfoot and heel, but it's also flexible in the forefoot, which is exactly what I want with all these like conical studs, to have
Yeah.
that bit of like movement and flex left to right in the front, but with some really nice kind of bend points and stuff. It's well designed. It's just well designed,
Uh,
with some really great materials.
and to be
So
fair, they had to nail it. So
yeah, well, it's taken him 2.5 years since the last one. So, but yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think they've got it right.
Real. I wanted to touch on this real quick. I can't believe I don't have them in here with me. But the Hummel Vorot Pro has a full Carvo insert, and you've
Yes.
always talked about how like the flex points in Carvo tend to be really weird,
Yes.
and you can't do the side to side flexing like you can in that. You
Yeah.
can do that in those Hummels.
Interesting.
But it is so sad that they only make a kangaroo leather because they would be perfect for you. They are too wide for me. And I
Yeah.
put them on and I'm like, these would be perfect for James,
Disaster.
but they're kangaroo leather.
Yeah,
So, you know,
disaster. But yeah. So I'm not keeping up with the chat at all here.
I'm
Um, I,
seeing it, some of it. And
I'm. Thank you very much,
I,
chat. The chat looks fantastic. There's a lot going on.
I like Justin's like
So
a boot that helps me roll my ankles more than I already do. I have a feeling for Justin, the Ligera Pro will be the one to go with.
I'm just yeah, no, yeah, I agree. I think Justin will be the good. So STS Creations, Brandon, can we address the fact the boot isn't actually a split sole plate? All they did was wrap the tech leather over it in the midfoot, same as what they did with the Vapors a while back. I don't
Yeah, it's
know,
not.
but it is a split. Like it is literally a split tooling. Like it's got
Yeah, like
it's got an insole. It's got a regular. It's got the insole board, the internal insole board, as you would expect with a split tooling, and then
I think
the
he's
two
talking about
pods.
the fact the insole board itself isn't split, which
But it
companies don't
never
normally
is.
do that. They don't when we say split tooling, it's probably not the precise term. It's
Maybe
more like
not
a split sole plate
split
because
sole
the
plate. Yeah.
tooling is or no. Split tooling is okay. It's split sole plate is probably the wrong phrase, but still
Yeah.
like this is kind of what we mean. Gone are the days of the classic F50 where you take out the insole and you can literally fold them in half because the sole plate is
Yeah.
literally a
Is
split sole plate.
yeah.
Split
Yeah.
out sole.
I've
Thank
I've
you, Justin.
I've not seen like I haven't seen a boot with a split, like an actual split in there since probably the F50s. Like, um, the Nemesis has the insole board, the SKX2 has the insole board, like the Vapors all have the insole board. Like, there's nothing else that had. I wouldn't expect it. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is that I wouldn't expect that to be the case. I would be more surprised if that was the case. It's good. It's a good point though that we're probably
Yeah, yeah,
using the wrong term. Um,
yeah.
yeah, SOS creations. It's more so the wording that peeves me, but I'm a nerd. What would you call it, like, Brandon? What
Yeah,
would you
definitely.
call it as like the kind of like obviously the shoe expert? What would you call it? And then maybe we can all get the terminology correct.
It's and quick shout out to STS Creations as well. I don't know if you saw that like wallet he made.
No, I don't think I
He
did.
did like he made like a custom wallet out of crocodile leather. Holy shit!
Nice.
It's Brandon. Like I'm gonna gas him up a little. I'm gonna gas him up real quick. Like
Do it.
dude is one of those guys. Like when I've seen him do some like quick work stuff and things like that, and it's like he's got magic in his fingers. It is nuts how talented that dude is. Like seriously, if you're not following S2S Creations, man, go
Yeah.
follow them on Instagram. Like he is absurdly talented. He's very much like our friend Bennett, Nui
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Ben is a.
Both of those dudes have got like some sort of they sold their soul to Satan or something to be that good at.
Yeah. That's so fair. So fair. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's
All right.
me. I do have one other, but I'll get
Yeah.
it in a second when we get to some of the awards. So where are
Nice.
we? We are 30. We got 20 minutes left for awards, and I think that is
We
pretty.
may have overdone it slightly.
No, we'll be fine. We got this. So Brandon's just said, "Stop gassing me up. I still need to finish some customs for James. Sorry, James. Business has been stupid busy. I
No
forgot,
worries.
so don't worry about it. Yeah. Just whenever you've got time. There was never any timeline on that at all. So yeah, we move on. Okay, so let's jump into our awards, shall we? I have all the data here. So the awards that I asked people for were Boot of the Year, which is the one we will finish with, the worst or most disappointing boot of the year, the best colorway of the year, the best signature boot of the year, the best limited edition or remake of the year, and then make up an award of your
Yeah.
choosing,
Yeah.
which we did last year as well, and that was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
So hopefully we get some good ones with that as well. I haven't actually looked at those yet, so that's going to be fun. So I suppose we'll start with worst/most disappointing. I think we both like
of starting with the worst thing.
Yeah, so I suppose the first thing is, Andrew, what was your worst slash most disappointing? One of each or both? What would yours have been?
The Alpha 2.
The Alpha 2.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
a complete it was kind of a bastardization of what the Alpha 1 was. You took something that had a soft upper and like, let's make the upper thicker and stiffer. Nobody asked for that, but we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't even mind the all over zero glide. That was fine. Like, I think that's really weird. That's one that asks. Well, I know why they did it is because players were complaining. Like, not just professional players, like
Just
amateur players
yeah,
were
players in
complaining
general.
about how. But yeah, and they the Alpha 2, every single store had massive quantities of stock until they marked it like 35% off, and
Yeah.
then they started going. So
Yeah, and I think it's telling that the Alpha 3 came so quickly.
it is very telling that it came so quick. That is Mizuno admitting defeat.
Yeah, that didn't even last 12 months, the Alpha 2.
No, no.
So, despite it, like, and again, I'm not saying these obviously other people are wrong. People can enjoy whatever they enjoy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but obviously, despite
But
it
you're still
actually being
wrong.
a lot of a lot of people's kind of boot of the year as well. Yeah, I have obviously two. My most disappointing is the Alpha 2, because I really expected it to be a lot better. And my worst boot of the year is the Puma Future 8 Ultimate, because I have hated that boot with a fiery passion all year long.
There's a reason I don't even need to touch some of these boots. It's great sometimes. Like,
It's just me going,
um,
don't buy it.
I just have people reach out and be like, just don't review this.
Yeah, don't
Just
review
don't.
this. It's terrible. Oh dear. So the people have voted, and I haven't included every single boot in every category, but for this one, I've actually included every boot that got more than one vote, which means
Okay.
that there are three boots that are in this list. Would you like to hazard a guess at what any of the top three boots are, or what the winner might be? Chat, you can also guess.
Man, that's kind of tough because it's actually been a pretty good year for
It has been
boots.
a very good year for boots, yeah. Now, obviously, bear in mind that there wasn't really much in the way of caveats or provisos put out, rules put out there by me. So this, like, there might be boots that weren't necessarily released this year. Could be boots that,
Okay.
they. I just,
Yeah.
it is very pretty much a carte
Oh,
blanche. Anything
Tempo
people
10
try,
has got to be on there.
it's not. I think
The
people,
Tempo 10 is not
I
on
think
there.
people have kind of considered that as like too old to give, like,
That's
this to
fair enough.
consider.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't. That did not make the list. I will tell you. We will start in third place. So the third most disappointing boot of the year, according to the people of the internet, is the Adidas F50.
Mhm.
So that was in there. So that's what I mean by, like, that wasn't released this year, but it definitely got some votes.
Yeah, yeah.
In second place, we have the Alpha 2. So the Alpha 2,
Yep.
that's in there as well. But both of them paled in comparison to the winner, which came soaring through. So to give you some context here, so hold on, 10, 20, we got about 150 votes for boot of the year. So there's about 150 votes tallied up. The most disappointing one only got like 30 votes. So like it's a much
Okay.
smaller
Yeah.
pool. But of those 30 votes, say it is 30 votes, 33% of them were for one boot. And it's for the Pred 26.
Oh, I wasn't going to include the
No,
26.
exactly. This is kind of what I
Yeah.
meant. Like,
Okay.
it's like,
Yeah. But
you know,
yeah, the 26 is like, you saw Jesus football. His, the grips are rubbing off
his grip's
already.
coming off already. Yeah. So, like, even durability wise, it's not
It's
looking
just
great.
a crap boot considering I don't think it's a bad boot overall. Don't get me wrong. Like it can get there, right? But compared to what the Pred 25 was,
Exactly.
it's kind of a spit in the face, I think.
That's the problem is that, like, what you had before was so good, and you've, like, done this thing that I complain about with Adidas all the time, is change for the sake of change. Like that, the Pred 24 could have gone for 2 years. The Pred 25 could have gone for 2 years. And instead, we are 3 years down the line we've got a Pred 26 and you've ballsed it. Like,
And we've got so many colorways of the 25 and even the 24 floating around that, like, once word gets out that, like, the 26 is not very good, you're gonna be sitting on loads of colorways of the 26. And there's no point in buying the 26.
yeah, the 26 is not going to sell. Like the 25s might sell out now, but the 26 is really going to struggle, I think. There's not a lot of love for that.
Justin, the reason I say it's not a bad boot overall is because I actually think the grip zones are nice and the sole plate makes such a difference.
My review is already recorded. It's currently being edited, and my review isn't overtly negative. It is negative. It's like, okay, this isn't good enough, and it's a step backwards. But I'm not there going, this is a really terrible football boot. I'm just like, this is worse than what we got before, and there's elements that aren't right. But there's also some stuff that's good. And I agree with you. I think the grips, like the strike zones, are very nice. And I think the new outsole is very nice. But I think there's some key kind of critical issues that make it a boot you shouldn't buy, for sure. But yeah, so that's our most disappointing is the Pred 26, according to the people. Now I put up obviously best colorway and best signature boot, and the same boot won both awards by an absolute landslide on both counts. It absolutely dominated both lists. I haven't even written down any other boots. I've just gone with one particular boot that won both awards by a clear margin. And I have it. So I'm going to go and get it while you guess.
Can't even think. My brain's fried anyways, so
What are we thinking?
I have no idea.
This is the box. Does that help?
Now,
No, I didn't think it would.
oh, is it the Saka Furon?
Saka Furon.
Yeah. That's a superb signature colorway.
Yep. So it won best. Obviously, I think there's a little bit of like recency bias in some of these things, of course,
Yeah.
as to be expected. But I think it's still a very worthy winner for both best colorway and best signature. So yeah, for best signature, I think I would have had. I think I even did a video on this. There's like a 3-way kind of competition. I was thinking there's this, the Sam Kerr Mercurials, the Mr. Lulu Sakitos. They were kind of like my three. But yeah,
Be wearing these boots so damn much.
so good, so good.
Yeah.
I really want to get a pair.
Yeah.
I will do at some point. That's one. I think that's probably at this point it's the only kind of current boot that I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a pair of those. Like that is a pair that I'm going to buy.
Yeah. Well, it's same with me on those Sakas, to be fair.
Yeah, these are well worth getting.
It's so good. I love that.
So amazing. So yeah, that was I could say everything else got one vote basically, and then the Saka was clearing up with like again, there's about 30 votes again, and the Saka got 8 in both categories,
Jeez.
best colorway and best signature. So the Saka is well ahead, which brings us on to best remake or what did I put? Best remake or limited edition? Was that my award?
I think so.
It was best limited edition / remake was my award. So this pretty much came down to 2 boots. I do have to give some shout outs to the Morelia DNA that was mentioned a couple of times. The Morelia UL was also mentioned a couple of times, and the Morelia Proto also mentioned a couple of times.
Proto's so good.
So like kind of two votes on each of those. However, it came down to every other vote pretty much was for one of 2 boots. One of them has 10 votes, one of them has 8 votes. Again, about 30 votes overall. Would you like to hazard a guess at which two boots those are?
Hypervenom got 10. The F50 got 8.
You are absolutely correct, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Knew the
Uh,
Hypervenom would win out over these.
yeah, I think there really is, when it comes to the actual boots themselves, there really is no competition. The F50 Plus is better.
Yeah, it absolutely
It
is.
absolutely is better, but I understand the nostalgia for the Hypervenom, and it was also a good,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
also a nice remake. It was done very well, so
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
understand why people like it.
It made me I put this in my review. It made me appreciate the originals better.
Yeah, no, I think it's I think that it's always the thing with, and I completely understand it, with whenever you do an award where you throw out like a People's Choice Award, for example. I love doing them, but what you
Yeah.
find is obviously most people are buying Nike and Adidas boots, so there's an unfair
Yeah.
there's a disproportionate amount of people who have tried a certain boot from Nike, Adidas, Puma, so they'll always come out
Mhm.
slightly further on top
Yeah.
than you might find with others. Um, Although, random thought, I don't know why it just came into my head. Did you see that Josh SR4U reviewed the X-Fly Pro 3?
Yeah, we talked about it.
There you go. Just
I talked about it with him.
I
Yeah.
see, I see, I see. I haven't watched the
Yeah.
review yet. It's literally saved in my
That's a
watch
good
later.
review.
So he seemed
It's
to
a good
be.
review.
I say I haven't watched it. I've started watching it. He seems to be positive.
Yeah. He's been working with Tokyo Football, so that's lovely.
Ah, go
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
Love
Love it.
that. Love that. Everybody, you can go and actually, we should give that plug, to be fair. For the alphas, particularly, they're obviously stupid expensive. It was a big deal I made about it in my review, which was basically that if they were 250 euro boots, I would probably be saying these are some of the best speed boots on the market. You should really consider them, etc. But at
Yeah.
340 euros, I said 330 in my review, and then afterwards realized that they launched at 340.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Like,
But yeah, go through Tokyo Football. Don't.
go to Tokyo Football. Do not pay 340 euros,
Yeah.
310 pounds for made in Japan alphas, and also wait for Andrew's review on the Elite and my review on the Elite as well, because that will probably save you a lot of money. They're usually excellent. Although again, they've gone through a price bump, and the disparity between regions is huge. So
Yeah.
not to get too sidetracked, we are actually reasonably on time, so I'm going to have a mini rant. The Alpha 3 Elite has gone up to 230 euros on Unisport and on Mizuno EU. So they've gone up, and that's a 20 euro price bump. They've gone up by 10%. It's a huge increase. They haven't gone up on ProDirect UK or Soccer.com in the US. So
Yeah.
generally across the
In the
US,
US, they're still 180.
they haven't gone up. Not only have they not gone up in price in those regions, they are also in the US $180, which is about 160 euros, meaning that in Europe, I'm paying 230 euros with now a 10% increase versus 160 euros that I would be paying in the US with no increase.
Yeah.
Make it make
It's
sense.
they need a massive overhaul in so many ways. I love Mizuno, but good Lord, does that company need some work with their lineup and their price structures? Yeah, S2S Creations had we talked about this, some very interesting stuff to talk about Silky Wrap and Tech Leather,
Okay.
because that's specifically what Josh talks about in his review. He compares them with the Maestro.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's
yes, it's always capitalism. It's always
yeah.
capital.
It's a review actually that or a video that I'm planning on doing with this. I haven't seen, as I say, I haven't seen Josh's yet, but I'm literally planning on doing, it'll either be a video, a full length video, or a short, literally comparing. I think I'm going to do these. I'm going to do the Silky Wrap, and I'll probably do the Tequila as well, as just like three great examples of, like, synthetic leathers and how they compare, and things like that. But with 5 minutes left of the podcast, which I think is probably good time.
Oh, real quickly.
Go for it.
Do you want to take a gander or guess it, how much the price is in pounds for a pair of Alpha 3 Japans here.
Okay, Alpha 3 Japans in Japan in pounds. I'm gonna say 130 pounds.
You're very close. It's 125.
Oh my god, is it? I don't know. How is it even cheaper than that? Like, I'm obviously only guessing 130 because I know how insane it is. But how is it cheaper than 130? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And that's expensive for us. Like a lot of people are looking at the price and they're doing what they did with the Rebula Cup towards the end is they're limiting it to one pair per customer and they're
Right.
limiting the amount of pairs they're making because they want to sell through. But like I think the Alpha 3 early doors, but I think the Alpha 3 is going to have the same issue. I think they'll make an Alpha 4, but I think they're going to completely redo their strategy after the 4
Okay.
is my guess. Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, that is so for reference for anybody that doesn't work in pounds, that is $5 less in the US than you would pay for an Alpha Elite.
Yep.
If you
Yeah.
do the conversion. That's
Yeah.
painful.
Yep.
Oh god. Like, I would expect them to be a bit cheaper where you are because obviously they're made in Japan. You are in Japan.
Yeah.
It does make sense. But the fact that it is 200 euros cheaper to get them in Japan than it is to get them in Europe is insane. 200 euros. Like, what?
That's absurd.
Oh. Anywho, yeah, I love the brand again, S2S Creation. S2S Creations brand is on fire tonight. Soon
Yeah.
I'll be able to buy a flight to Japan and back, and it'll be cheaper than buying the boot.
Yeah. Seriously. I saw
So
a flight for $600 round trip the other day. So
there we go. Okay, on to the boot of the year. I have again, so there's obviously a lot of people have entered with this. I did give this a little bit more in terms of like rules, especially on the first post, which is what got most of the people. So this was from like kind of this year and things like that. And like I say, we got well over 100 entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have pulled out the top 9. And number 9 is going to surprise you, I think. But I also think this is a really good list. I think this is I think this shows that the people who follow us on Instagram are very knowledgeable people. Like
yeah.
this is a very good list. The people who voted for Boot of the Year are smart. Number 9, although like I agree, I think this is a very good boot. It made it into my top 10, but I'm still surprised that it made the list. Is the new
Let's just go for it.
Puma King 20?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All right.
20 Ultimate. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's huge for Puma, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. You will not be surprised to hear it is the only Puma boot on the list. Coming in at number 8 is the New Balance Tequila. I think another very solid choice, and very good boot. Somewhat underrated. Okay, next up on the list, again, we got educated clientele here. In at number 7, we have the X-Fly 6.
Yes.
Great boot. Very good boot.
Very good.
All of these were in my top 10 at this point as well, actually. I'm pleased with that.
Nice.
Coming in at number 987. This is 6. Sorry, yeah. So 987. This is number 6. Coming in at number 6, we have the X-Fly Pro 3. So
Nice.
both Asics boots have made it onto the list this year, and I think deservedly so. And I love that there's enough people that have tried them to actually have them as their boot of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so cool to see that that's actually happening. Okay, where are we at? Number 5. Okay, number 5, you will be pleased with this choice, I do not doubt. The Morelia Proto.
Yes, it's so good. Just needs an FG plate.
Yeah. Like, so that was very well loved.
The X-Fly 6 not getting 6 is disappointing. Yeah.
I did put the
We can't have
X56
everything.
at 6th in my own list.
Yeah.
It wasn't for that
Hey,
purpose, but it did go in 6th.
amazingly enough, I put it 6 in mine.
Amazing.
I only did a top 5, but it
But it
just
was
missed out.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now down to our top 4. So let's cross off one more, then we'll get to a top 3, and we'll have a little chat and we'll kind of predict some. So in at number 4 is the Furon V8 Elite. So I don't know if Clippy will be happy or very disappointed by that.
Probably be disappointed it's not higher, but yeah, these are superb speed boot.
Yes, very, very good.
Yeah, they don't. It's not. It doesn't have the stability maybe as much as others, but
Yeah.
like,
Still
it's just so nice to play in.
Yeah, absolutely. That colorway did get some votes for best colorway, actually.
So good. I wanted to grab another pair, and I noticed, interestingly, after my review, because I'd been looking at another pair, and I noticed within a month of my review, they actually were out of most sizes by that point, whereas before they had tons available. So it's good that they sold.
It is very good that they sold, indeed. Okay, so we are into our top 3. Would you like to hazard a guess at what features in the top?
Pred 25.
Okay.
Alpha.
Alpha.
For some reason. And man, what do people like? I don't know, man.
There's
the Vapor. No, the Vapor didn't come out this year.
No, the Vapor didn't come out this year, but you're on the right lines.
Oh, the Phantom 6.
Yeah, so that is in there.
Yeah.
So we will see where in just a second. So coming in third place, as you have correctly predicted, is the Predator 25. So, and again, I think a perfectly worthy inclusion. Ended up getting bumped down my list, but I played around with that and the Phantom 6 so often in my list. I was like, oh, where are you going? I even, again, the members will be able to see this. I left it up. I did a version of my list where the Pred was 5 and the Phantom was 7. And then when I did and it literally went up in short forms as a members exclusive. And then when I put out the regular video, I literally changed my mind on the day I reviewed it. List. But yeah, that list, it was so hard this year. It was so difficult.
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
So coming in at number 2 is a boot. Is Josh Tussle was in here, wasn't he? We've got the SKX2.
Brandon, reach out to me about those. I can help you get a pair. SKX2.
SKX2, yeah. Nice. A Skechers boot coming in at number 2. Lots of love.
That's wild. I would love to try them.
Well, apparently we've confirmed we've discussed this twice now, Skechers and me, and there's supposed to be a pair coming to me to go to you. I know we've heard it before, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
But by the time the Tiempo Maestro releases, that will be 6 months to the day since I was first told.
Really. I do hope you get a pair to review. They're very, very good.
I do hope so too. They seem very, very nice.
And then that means, obviously, I've already given away can't think of what the phrase is. Anyway, I've given it away already. The boot that got the most votes, the People's Choice Boot of the Year for 2025 is the Phantom 6. Yes.
Yeah, and I can understand that. That upper is fantastic. It is to me. And I said this in my review, it is the best Phantom Nike has made, hands down.
Yeah, I think I have made a less bold claim than that, but I've definitely said this kind of basically that it could be. I think I was like, I was a little bit more reserved, but I was like, this could definitely be the best Phantom that Nike has.
Yeah.
I think it's the best modern one.
Easily.
So, which I know a lot of people disagree because they like the GX1 particularly and things like that. But yeah, for me, this is
so much better than the GX1. I love the GX1 too, but
yeah, no, I think it's excellent. It's an excellent boot, and I think it was an excellent choice. And it's the reason it got bumped up in my list in the end is because I just worn it a lot more than I wore the Predator. I just went to it over and over again, and sometimes you have to screw trying to be like super level and objective. And I'm like, I just wore it more. Like I just wanted to wear it.
Yep.
So if I'm undecided, I picked up that boot more. I wanted to wear it more. So therefore it goes
There
higher.
you go. Yeah,
Like
easy.
that was how it went. But yeah, that's it. That's the list. The People's Choice Boot of the Year,
Yeah,
the Phantom
nice.
6. And like I say,
Nice.
I think if you look down that list, Morelia Proto, X-Fly Pro 3, X-Fly 6, Furon V8 Elite, King 20, Tequila, Phantom 6, SKX2, Predator 25, that is a lot of people with educated feet.
Yeah, definitely.
There is not a oh, it's popular, I'm going to throw it on the list, or oh, I'm just picking whatever I happen to wear boot on there. There is some thought has gone into that. I am very pleased. I think, even though I know we're over time, we should still definitely get through some of the of the awards that people have put in. So some of these are great.
Pocari Sweat is goated. I don't know what you're talking about, Front Post.
What is Front Post?
You just got to drink it more. He's talking about Pocari Sweat, which is a Japanese sports drink. I use it as my water bottle all the time. But
the fact that it's literally called something sweat is just terrible because it sounds like you're drinking sweat.
It is terrible. It is terrible.
Okay, let's do this. Proper Boots. This is a wonderful award. The What Are We Doing Here award, which he would like to award to Lotto.
Yep. Sounds good.
The hell are we doing here? Proper Boots, that was delightful. J26 Sports, the best difficult to obtain boot, which I think is a really good award, which he has given to the ASICS DS Lite X-Fly 6. I think that's fair enough. What else have we got here? This is Peter Slack 28. The Please Change This One Element Award, which you would like to award to the Soul Plate on the Shadow Pro 3 or the Shadow Elite 3. Yep. Fair enough. Most underrated boot of the year. We've absolutely said it already. The Tequila V5 that came from Senpei Molapo 2. Mediamara 58, a regular commenter, so we'll definitely get to his. Boots I enjoy the most and perform the best with. Mizuno Monicida Elite 3.
He loves those.
Loves those so much. Here we go.
Get you a man who loves you like he loves those Monicidas.
CW Boot Journey. The best value for money boot. TLSS Tactician Goat.
They even fixed the Tactician recently.
There you go.
Got a new one coming in.
We have. As I say, I haven't looked at these. We have a submission from the man himself, Mr. J Mike of Unisport has submitted his award and he's given a top 3 for his award. So his award is literally the top 3 Unisport boots. So thank you very much, J Mike. At number 3, he's gone with the Puma Future Sticker Bomb, which was very, very nice. At number 2, the Puma Ultra Y Always, which was exquisite. That was so, I really want to try those. It's so good. And number 1 for the top 3 Unisport boots is
the F50.
The F50, of course it is. So J Mike's top 3 Unisport boots for this year: the Future Sticker Bomb, the Ultra Y Always, and the F50 Plus Spider Goal. Thank you very much, J Mike.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you getting involved. Next up, we got Ollie Roach. Ollie Roach 55. I speak to Ollie a lot. Best customer service, Havo Grip Socks. It's a very nice award. Yeah. Gomez M87, the Under the Radar boot, the Obsidian Strike. Did kind of like, Trev Dunphy, another Predator one, of course. Oh, there they are. Look at that. So Trev Dunphy's gone for the best Made in Germany remake and obviously went for the Gunmetal Mania. Burns Boots, another one of our friends. Biggest Comeback, the Puma King 20. Absolutely fair. I like this one as well. The Please Bring It Back award, Mizuno Alpha 1.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Front post was in here. Yeah, front post is there. I see front post. I like this award as well. This is really good. Cultural comeback of the year. It's a really good award. The F50 Tune-It.
Many words.
So many words. We don't have time for your words. We're going to move along. Okay. Askabil Yessen, the ugliest silo / boot line, the Under Armour Magnetico 4. Not a fan at all. Look, here we go. Another one. Ilan, underrated boot of the year, Puma King 20.
Mm,
There is
wow.
a lot of love for the Puma King 20 floating around there. Another Ollie Roach one. The 10 more minutes, please, for the boot you just want to keep playing in. And he had that as the Pred 25. The Boot Hall, who loves, if you know the Boot Hall, you know Matt loves an AG and an MG boot. So he would like to award the best AG sole plate to the Sakito Scudetta AG, which I think is very, very true.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. Ed Demetz, the most overlooked boot of the year, which is similar to one we've just had, and it's the same boot, the Obsidian Strike Predator. And finally, we will wrap up with obviously the most important award of the year, the Best Gatecrasher of the Podcast Award, which Josh Tossell would like to award to himself.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And that was all of them. That was we got through all of them. So thank you very much.
I'm surprised he didn't pop in. He was threatening earlier.
He was, Josh. So if for anybody who well, nobody would know, but the link to join the podcast is the same every week, and it's not password protected. So if you wanted to join the podcast and you have joined it previously, I don't change the link from week to week because we know the people who are in it. Like, why would I? Like, we're friends with the people who come on the podcast, or we trust them, or if Jake from Sakito or someone like that wants to drop in, they're more than welcome. So Josh Tossell is sitting on the link to join the podcast, and he keeps threatening to just randomly pop in at any given point. It's how we ended up with Justin on the podcast to explain things at one point. We're just like,
he's
click the link.
Like, Clippy just mentioned that.
The gate crash should have got. Yeah, we go. The gate crash could have gone to Justin with the soap. I don't know if it was a gate crash because he was invited. We were dragging him on.
I was never told I was welcome. You were also never told you were not welcomed.
There you go. Yeah. Justin with the short soap should totally won. Yeah, like, so obviously there's a whole more serious discussion to be had around, like, obviously that individual, not Justin.
Yeah.
But that has to be
I don't know. I've got time to have a serious discussion about Justin.
But that has to be one of the funniest podcast moments of the year.
Oh, yeah.
The funniest podcast moment of the year is the entire chat being derailed over a conversation about bathwater soap. Like, and literally pulling Justin onto the podcast in the members only live chat
right before a game,
right before he went to play a game, to explain what was going on with bathwater soap. I was like, that, you know what, that was peak podcast right there. There is literally no topping that. However, with that said, I think we will call it there. It's been a pleasure, everybody. We will jump into a members only chat, but very briefly, because we've been going for an hour and 15 minutes. And these days, if you are new to the podcast, we do try and stick to an hour quite rigidly. So we're a little longer this week. We got a lot to catch up on. We will be back next week. Nothing going on your end? Looking good my end? We should be back next week. Keep an eye on my Instagram and on Andrew's Instagram. Obviously, I'm at BootWizard Boot Reviews on Instagram, at BootWizard on TikTok. You are here on the YouTube channel for BootWizard, so please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you can become a member, which will get you access to the members-only live chat that we will be jumping into in just a minute. As I say, you can, of course, also check out for updates on Andrew's channel, which is just at Lockhart Boot Blog. absolutely everywhere, and handily enough is also the name of Andrew's blog. Lockoutbootblog.com. Do go and check it out. He is currently kicking my ass in terms of getting reviews out faster than me, so go check out Andrew.
It's not going to be. I've got to wait like a week. So
Yeah, this is true. I will be dropping my first. I'm doing a couple of reviews on this, like a kind of first impressions after about half an hour, and then a like a longer playtest review. So the first one will be dropping on Tuesday. Members have access to it now, or starting 11 members have access to it now. My review for the Ultra Carbon Nitro is already up. And I'm currently editing reviews for all the Predators. So every single line of the Predator is currently up. And then we've got Tequillas, AG Scadetas. I have boots coming out of my ears. But with that said, thank you very much, everybody. And we will see you all in the members chat now.